I think you're born to do something. You have the gift from God, maybe to sing, to be doctor, to be sport player. This is a gift for God. My father used to tell me, listen, when I was young, he said, listen, to play football, this was a gift for God. That's it. You don't do nothing to get this. But now you have to be responsible, you have to be in shape, because to give thanks to God for what they gave to you, you must be prepared. You must respect people. You must always to training hard, to be in the top. And when you are in the top, never think you are the best. Always you have something to learn. That's what I get from my father.
Sir, before I ask you more questions about football, your career, and throw it to Sourav to ask more, have you followed any cricket? Because he's our greatest champion in cricket. Do you follow?
Yeah, we have talked before, I knew before I came. Unfortunately, Brazil is not too good in cricket, but we have that. He knows Argentina has a good reputation in cricket. Unfortunately, we don't have a good team there. But we follow, all the sports.
Sir, 17, question for both of you. At 17, you were world champion.
কথাটা আমার গায়ে খুব লাগলো।
Sourav, at 17, somebody wins football World Cup.
কিন্তু করে খেলা কিন্তু ইন্ডিয়া এগিয়ে গেছে যতই করে খেলা
বললাম কি খেলাটা ওদের দেখে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপস এন্ড লস্ট ফাইনাল ইন 2003
ও কাকা বসো
কাকা বসো না ক্যামেরা হচ্ছে
as he said this morning, it's a great speaks to him and to hold that World Cup and a few golden boots as well, if I'm correct. This must be a phenomenal achievement.
You told me this morning
that
to be 1970 was special. Can you tell this audience why 1970?
I mentioned, I say 70 for me was special because in 58, reporter, newspaper all over the world, he was champion with the 58. Was a big responsibility, but it was not because I was young player. That time the responsibility was the older players, the former players like Didi, Vavá, Garrincha, Zito. They grabbed the responsibility. To me, it was like a dream, to go to Sweden to play with Brazil at 17 years old, and Brazil won the World Cup. It was a dream, but after 4 World Cup, my last World Cup was in 17 in Mexico. That was difficult for me because I was responsible. I was the most experienced player. Then I was announced that time it would be my last World Cup. Then I started to say, "Oh God, I cannot lose this World Cup. Please help me." And God helped me. I think this one was more important for me, more difficult than the first one. The first one I didn't have a responsibility, but the last one I was responsible. I think the last one was more difficult for me.
You were also captain of India. What is the kind of pressure? I'll ask you the same question, sir. What was the pressure like? Final of the World Cup, captain of a country, billion people. Talk about the pressure.
Pressure in sports is from the day you get onto the field, and as a sportsman, as a cricketer, you get used to it. And sometimes the pressure is very important to perform, and I'm sure he'll agree with it. You cannot just go into a game just empty-headed. You need a bit of tension, you need a bit of nervousness, which obviously goes away after the first 5 minutes. Because when you're nervous, when you're tense, when you have pressure, it means you care. And you just saw the spark on his face when he spoke about